All right. We have. Oh wait, I forgot to show myself at the end of the last episode. So let me do it ahead of time. If you guys are enjoying this campaign so far, that's good. Feel free to leave feedback, comments and feedback. I guess I don't know. And as always, feel free to kick some money my way.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe. I do, well, with the exception of last session when the audio got completely borked, I do post these on YouTube, although they're completely unmonetized and hidden for anyone who doesn't have the link. But, you know, like and subscribe anyway. So, hopefully this doesn't bork up my microphone settings worse than they already are, but...
Last time on the Tales from Tenrei. Our intro... Oh, was it?
Yeah, you're easier to hear this way.
Yeah, you sound really clear with that filter.
Wow, we'll keep the filter on for the rest of the session then. Our heroes, having successfully fended off the dastardly designs of the mysterious cult.
Do you guys know the name of the cult? I forget if you found that information out.
I don't think so.
I can check my notes, but the exact name itself, I'm not sure if that's not coming to me off the top of my head. But I'm just about to be in Foundry. I'm slow. Right now.
Well, regardless,
No, we don't have the names of them.
the excuse me, the cult that was lurking in Tenrei tombs was defeated. They had kidnapped and tortured poor Spills, and you guys were able to rescue him, as well as dispatching the what appeared to be the leader, at least of this branch, before obtaining some interesting treasures that they had been hoarding, including but not limited to a potion of cure disease, which, with any luck, will be able to help your friend and co-worker Gideon, who is currently suffering.
He brought it on himself, I tell you.
It was his fault for taking the brunt of that first attack, totally on purpose.
What kind of fool lets in some sort of strangers like that uninvited? Your own damn fault, Gideon.
That initial conflict was aided by the appearance of a mysterious new potential ally, a turtle by the name of Korak. Someone who is intimately familiar with the cult, as well as having some connections to... Well, I hopped the info dump on 841 stuff since Arden isn't officially playing with us anymore, but connections to information and people from the backstories of 841 and Icenia. Mysterious crests between Korak, Dorian Cull, and Cullius, but that name doesn't mean anything to you guys yet. We will pick up technically the next day when we resume time, I guess, but unless there was anything specific that you wanted to take care of, we can just sort of fast forward to the next day, and you guys... It was late when you guys got to the tombs, so once you guys had cleared that out and had a little discussion with Spills, which I'm pretty sure you did. If not, we can rewind real quick and do that. So yeah, did you guys talk to Spills yet?
I think so.
Okay. Well,
I
then
know
we-
that we know that Spills didn't spill.
Correct.
Spilled the soup.
Spills the soup, not the secrets.
Poor Spills did his best to avoid revealing information.
Oh, you did a damn good job of it. We're proud of you for not spilling any soup this time.
Spills, as it turns out, is a friend and contact of Korok. Korok, in fact, I'm gonna pull up the official backstory here, but Korok, in fact, aided Spills in a time of great need during one of his travels. The two of them met on a ship that was headed to Tenrei, although Spills had arrived before Korok, who had to take some detours on his travels. Spills felt indebted to Korok and had requested of you guys to find the Necrotelenomicon, which you did, and is now in Korok's possession. Spills is overjoyed and overly thankful to have been rescued once again by Korok, as well as you guys. And has...
Gamma, is
Yeah.
somebody playing ukulele or something in your house very close to you?
No.
Let me try to make sure that I was messing with the gain on my mic because I wasn't sure how much it was picking up. I'm going to
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, is there like the noise cancellation? I think like I know what Phil does because we're a lot of shit in my house, and so Phil for like chance like just like pays for this like subscription that's supposed to like help push. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think he gets like crisp, but I think we have that in Discord.
Yeah, Discord
I don't.
has the
They just kind of have it automatically, I think. But
noise suppression powered by Crisp.
yeah, I think settings in there like possibly help, but
I have all mine disabled
I don't-
because you guys
I don't
couldn't
hear
hear
it
me.
yeah, I don't hear the stuff now.
Tucker
It's just when you were
muted
talking.
themselves, so...
Oh, I gotcha.
I think that was me.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I was like, because
It
the
was
last
pretty.
couple times it keeps on. I think it was
I mean,
actually
I
what
can
you were
hear
picking up
background music.
was the background of
It
Tales
was.
of Tenrei that was repeating.
Yeah, that's
you're
probably
picking
it.
up the
And
echo.
I just and it's just I don't have my system volume turned up yet because I'm still
Oh.
kind of setting things up.
Yeah,
so that's
mine was
probably why I
being
didn't know.
funky.
Now I know.
Well, glad to figure that out early on.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Gideon has suggested, whoever has the cure disease potion, if you wouldn't mind deleting that from the inventory, assuming you are actually going to give it to Gideon.
Why would we do that now?
That's fair.
And actually, I don't know who has it actually.
I think it's the one, and I will use it.
Let me check.
I gotta find my sheet again. Damn it. It's one of these fucking links. Is this?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that particular item.
I think I have it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so you guys had administered the potion to Gideon, who, after a good night's rest, is feeling better again. Not 100%, but the sores that were appearing on his skin have vanished, which he is very grateful for. He is not the most vain person in the world, but he does take pride in his appearances.
How does it feel, Gideon, being a dumbass and recovering?
Well, it doesn't feel quite as bad as every time that you speak to me, but it feels a little bit better.
Oh, it's okay. All medicine's rather harsh and bitter when you have to swallow it.
A spoon of medicine, I'm sure, or a spoon of sugar will help both your honey words and the bitter medicine go down. So, our new benefactor here, Korok, was it?
Not a man of many words, I see.
And he's muted.
Not a turtle of many words.
I am correct. That's correct.
Forgive me for being presumptuous, but it seems that you're a healer of sorts, are you not?
I have trained in the healing arts.
Might you
Good.
be-
Maybe you can cure. Maybe you can cure Gideon of his stupidity.
He shoots you a sardonic look, clears his throat. Do you find yourself in need of employment by chance?
I go where I'm needed.
Fair enough. Not really sure how to take that as a response, but either way,
I seek adventure.
if we're to be continuing on this little quest or assignment that we've got here, it might be beneficial for us to onboard Korok here. Assuming the rest of you are on board with this idea. Shalim, of course, does not count as he's not an official employee here, but the rest of you.
I'll second that.
On board with the unboard.
Well, he hasn't killed us so far, so can't be
Thank
too
you.
bad, right?
Right, well, it's settled then. Korok, welcome to the Helping Hands Freelance Company.
Did you fill out an application? W-2 forms?
We need an interview first.
He's gonna be at 1099, so we don't have to pay taxes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just gotta file that away. Okay.
Just do what I do. Don't pay your taxes. How bad could it be?
Gideon shows
Wow.
you. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, he's given you a locker, which is yours to, store things should you not want to carry them while you're away. And your, a bed. Always welcome here. Access to the break rooms. They've got a nice bathroom. They've got a small library, some crafting tables for those who need to work on their alchemical, mechanical, blacksmithing arts and whatnot. He gives you a little tour of the facility, introduces you to everyone.
Nice.
Thank you.
We
Did the thing I
Mhm.
clicked on the cultist note, did that show up there? I couldn't remember if I shared that with everyone yet.
Yes. So,
Where is your heating lamp?
This man
You
knows
know, a
important
nice little
things.
like rock bed with a pool
Yeah.
next to it.
I need a bunch of lettuce too, please.
I suppose we could figure something out if you need one in your little burrow there. You're welcome to sleep by the forge, I suppose. We've got a fireplace up front we keep lit.
That'll be perfect.
We've also got a cola machine, but it hasn't been restocked in a while. It takes several months for the Coca-Cola company to bring new stock, so you'll have to enjoy what we have.
Oh, you can always swing by the Winking Weird. We have more than everything that you need.
Watch your pockets.
This isn't that bad. Come now. We don't
Travis is
overcharge
starting to
that
clientele.
I was talking about the pickpockets.
I'm
Oh dear, that only happened once. It was an accident. It was a misunderstanding. You know it as well as I do.
I know.
I have a feeling that they weren't able to get hold of you, or perhaps didn't even try, but 841 took off saying that they were following up a lead about something to do with the symbol there and on the, what were they, scimitars? The cultists, I think they were wielding scimitars. Well, 841 took off, they said, to a place called Oleon, which is in the far reaches of the Verge Wilds, across the Charted from where you guys are.
Oh, that's rather unfortunate.
They said that it would probably be beneficial for you to join them, but also you have at least two other good leads about the artifacts actually, yeah, now is a good time. Gideon is suggesting that because... So, I won't throw you guys on the world map, but essentially, sailing in the astral sea takes a decent amount of time depending on the sort of ship that you have. I think I have... I'll show you guys the map key, just so that you have like a rough idea of what colors you're working with there. But I used the units of mu to indicate I didn't feel like calculating what sorts of distances take place over the astral sea. So just 1 mu is like somewhere in the league of 1,000,000 miles worth of like normal travel. Standard Spelljammer can travel about 1,000,000 miles every 24 hours. You know, as you can see from the key, there's dangers in taking routes that are not like charted flows. There are advantages to taking the more powerful flows here and there. And the type of ship, the size and spelljamming helm of a ship will greatly affect the speed at which it travels. So let's see, the three... let me just lay this out for you because I have it written down in a note. Or a... yeah, these are notes. Right now, the 3 main leads that you have are... let's... Actually, we'll have to circle back on this for... Let me circle back to Korok because... do you want to give backstory information on yourself, or should I?
By all means, go ahead.
Okay, the long of the short of it is that the reason that Korok needed the book is that there is a mausoleum that he suspects has something to do with ancestors and their knowledge long passed to him, or long lost to him. His parents and essentially family estate were destroyed under mysterious circumstances. All signs point to a group known as the Cult of the Risen, I think. Let me double. I don't want to tell you something wrong here. The followers of the Risen. Sorry.
Which can we presume is a cult?
Korok believes that they are the same individuals that these cultists, that they believe that the cultists are part of the followers of the Risen.
My, a good old-fashioned revenge story. Who doesn't love one of those?
So, Korok needed the book because on his home planet of Krakatur, now that I say it out loud, it sounds like crocodile, holds potentially a clue about the mysterious deity that nobody seems to have heard of, but that, you know, divine power flows through Korok in his time of need. It also might hold some clues as to the origin and purpose of the whip that he wields, and, you know, if he's lucky, some information about, you know, where to move forward with his personal quest of awakening, finding, you know, his purpose, why this god is talking to him, what his role in all of the great machinations of the divine are, just any information about himself that he could possibly find. That is the only lead that he has, and that is the reason that he needs the book. Right. So, with that out of the way real quick, your 3 main leads for places to go. Number 1 was Olkarsis, where you know that there is one of the discs to the artifact.
What's it called? How do you spell it?
Olkarsis. Olkarsis. It's on the
Okay.
charted universe map, but I will pull you guys there
Okay.
in a bit. The second lead, the one that you have just got from Korak, is the potential for information on Krakatur, which is a bit of a drive as far as like time goes. Distance-wise, it's not that far from where you guys are, but there are no direct routes. And of course, the last and most recent lead that you have is Oleon, which, as I said, is across the charted. I did some quick maths, and I will post this in chat, but the long of the short of it here, let's see, I'll put this in character chat. The rough distances between Tenrei and the 3 locations laid out there in days are those. Okarsis being the quickest because it takes a lot of well-charted routes with many. I think a lot of that passes through the major arcane flow around the Commonwealth. Oleon is, despite being way further along a lot of charted routes, so only 64 days there, and Krakatur, closer, no routes, 73 days. These are times without considering the power of the ship that you would be chartering. So those.
I say path of least resistance. So, Okarsis.
Is there like a map that we can look at?
Yes, if you guys are done.
Because maybe there's a route where we kind of hit all 3, but like in a order that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like if they're in like opposite directions, then yeah, we gotta pick and then go.
You sequential exits on the highway, so to speak.
Yeah.
I like to just, kind of jump up and just zigzag between locations. It makes it more interesting. Really, definitely kidding.
If you guys have map notes enabled, you'll be able to see the worlds with journal entries for them already. But as a quick overview here, you guys are here in Tenrei. Olkarsis, which is the quickest to get to, is up here, just outside the Corporate Alliance. Oleon is way over here in the Verge Wilds. And Krakatur is on this corner of the map.
So basically, there's basically no real connection between. The only ones that are connected are the Corporate Alliance place and the Verge Wilds place, and that's it.
Well,
so I say we do.
What are you supposed to see with map notes? Because I have the button that says to toggle map or toggle notes display. I see a couple names on here, but nothing else. Not supposed to be able to click on it or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean you should be able to each of those names is underneath a.
There's something there. Okay, yeah.
The planets are if you might have to zoom in a bit, but the planets' notes will either be yellow, blue, green, or pink.
I see here. So Olkarsis. I have to touch it, and then it says Olkarsis. It's odd, because I do have that thing clicked that says toggle notes
Well,
display.
if you press Alt, it should highlight all of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
hey, okay, cool, thank you.
And down there at the bottom is the map key. Double click that to open up the map key.
Yeah, as long as I hit Alt, for me it's Option B. As long as I hit that, I can just see them for a second. It's just there's the toggle maps or the toggle nose display. It doesn't care that I clicked it. It didn't do anything.
Double clicking on them too will pop up the information that you know, as well as a little picture about the planets. Keep in mind that in universe these are the crystal spheres that these planets reside in. So they're really like a solar system, but you know, the only thing of note is if there's other stuff of note, I'll add it later. That's the main attraction in each of the spheres I've got there. So
Yeah, we couldn't be in the center of this thing, could we? We're all the way on the outskirts.
I mean, you guys literally live life on the edge.
Yeah.
No, that's true. There's certain fun to being on the edge, isn't there?
Always.
Living on the edge.
So, regardless of what path that you choose, your first step is going to be chartering a ship out of Tenrei. But
Yeah, no person too.
definitely worth deciding where you're going to go, even though the first several jumps of that journey are going to be the same regardless of where you're headed.
Let's just go to the closest.
Yeah, I think like
Karsus, right?
Old Karsus.
yeah, go from there and then to the verge. The verge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Old Karsus will be the place where the ex-mob boss, what's his name, Sesto the poet, Monet, has the worldsmith
Delightful.
statue in his collection that holds one of the artifacts. within.
Delightful. We'll be able to hear some poetry. Nothing like mob poetry.
Of note, Old Karsus is a fairly I mean, it's like privatized planet, right? They have their own paramilitary force, it's a gated community, that sort of thing. Certainly possible for you to get in, especially for those of you who have some connections here, but this will definitely be the sort of thing that you won't want to, like, I guess, approach with brute force. This is...
fit right in, having so much experience with royalty and all.
Well, this should be fun. Nothing like a classical get into a party without an invitation kind of party. My favorite kind of thing to do.
So if we were to go to Krakatoa, we would have to go up through those red lines. Would we have to go up to Dark Water and then sort of
Well, you have to
skirt
go
around
to...
the outsides of Vunquo?
So, yes, I didn't, like, leave lines, but essentially to get to Krakatoa, you'd hit Darkwater, you'd basically beeline for the major arcane flow there and take that all the way over to this one in the end that has a flow that terminates in nothing, and then from the edge of that, you would head straight there. That is where the bulk of that travel time comes from.
Yeah.
It is also dangerous to be traveling in open space, open sea like that.
Yeah. Danger? I laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha.
Gorak can tell you that the ship, the travel away from his home was a harrowing one.
Oh. How excited are you to make that trip back there? Did you just come from there? Yeah, okay.
It would
quiet one over there.
It would have been several months ago that you left before you made it here.
No big hurry.
Okay.
So it sounds like Old Karsus is our destination.
Yeah, that's probably the wisest decision.
I, for one, personally am looking forward to hearing this mafia poetry.
Yes.
Have fine clothes, perfume. I can dress up for this.
Your course is decided. The next hurdle to get over is how to get there.
Well, I might know a guy or two. Owes me a favor.
Oh, those are the best kinds to know.
So, Shalim, you wish to tap some contacts, pull some favors to see what you can get?
Yes.
All right.
Yep, that's the plan.
For me, I would like for you to roll Let's do. Do you want to call in favors, or do you want to pull contacts? Like, do you want stuff for free, or do you want to pay for stuff? Essentially.
Pay stuff for free. I never pay.
I knew it.
All right.
I never pay for anything when I can avoid it.
Roll persuasion for me then.
Okay, let me find. I've completely forgotten this interface again. How do I pull up my character sheet?
It's missing from the screen on the bottom where you'd normally find it. So you go up where your top right, you have like the bubble and then the fist. Go to the people, the right after that, and then go down to players.
Okay.
Click on that in your screen. Yeah, that's the place you find it when your thing's not down at the bottom because you're on like a map screen or something. You just find it up there.
So Matt reminded me asking pop-out questions earlier. On your character sheet, there's a little button in the upper right that it looks like a square with an arrow that will pop it out and basically put it in a separate browser window so that you can keep it open.
Yeah, and depending if you're full screen, I don't know if it does this on PCs, but it does this on Mac. Depending on if you're full screen or not, it's kind of going to change where that window goes, and they both can be advantageous at times. So, might be something you want to play around with to see what works best for you.
Okay, gonna run and roll that. Did it roll? Don't think it did.
Boy, it sure
Your dice
did.
is pretty.
Oh, did it roll?
Yeah.
I
Natural
cannot
one.
see where it even. Oh, rip.
Go to rules. It should by default be open to chat log in the right menu on the and then in character, go next to that is rules, and it should show you.
Oh, okay. Well, I found it.
So
Rip.
you do, in spite of your bad luck there, you do have contacts and access to a network of people who would be more than willing to pay off their debt or remove a favor owed. Unfortunately, there are not any of them currently in port. The closest guy that you could get over here is still up in the Corporate Alliance, which is like 3 months. It will take him at least.
Well, that's a shame. I suppose we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Wait, why can't we just use Gideon's ship?
Gideon, you guys don't have a ship.
Oh, what have we been using?
I keep telling Gideon to.
Port?
I keep telling Gideon to invest one, but he never does. He's too busy letting in miscreants through our front door.
Spelljammers are very expensive. The way in the past that you guys have gotten around to different places in the Astral Sea is by chartering voyages with either people that you know, for instance, oh golly, what's his name? Tuskert, Captain Tuskert, because he is the one who is like most reliably in and out of the port that you guys know. But there's other ships that you've chartered flights with, smaller, faster ones when you've been needing to get somewhere in a hurry. When you're in a pinch and you don't have much options, you've chartered with some of the I guess trade vessels, the Nova Import. What are they called? Guard ships, escort ships, and whatnot. Frequently, what you have to do, so because of the nature of space travel in this world, you are frequently required to to reach to a certain place and then hop on a different ship, because very rarely will someone be headed exactly where you want to go.
Maybe we can hitchhike across the galaxy.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
I mean, someone's got to be going to the Commonwealth, right? And that gets us at least halfway there. So maybe we just...
Everybody together as a team, give me a investigation roll to see what feelers you guys can put out.
Investigation. Here we go.
Is my mic still okay? I made a few adjustments.
Yeah.
No, we can hear you.
Excellent.
Links coming through in clutch. Whoa!
Gamma, can you roll mine, please?
Yeah, I see it.
Thank you.
Working on it.
Me too, please.
Let's see. Alright, this is what is known as a group check. There is a number that you guys have to reach or exceed, and more than half of you have to reach it for a success. More than half of you have reached it, so it is a success. Your best option, the one that's going to get you started on your journey the quickest, is going to be Captain Tuskert. The problem with that is that he can only go as far as Darkwater because he is headed to there and back. So he can get you there, leaving in a day from today. He can get you there, but that's as far as he'll be able to go. He knows that there are ships that will be headed towards the Commonwealth from there, and he's more than willing to, make sure that you guys have a ride once you're in Darkwater. But he himself can only take you so far.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And he's willing to do this to you guys as a favor for a future favor, since this is not out of his way or anything.
I very rarely like to owe things to other people, but oh well. I suppose I'll have to do this time.
Perhaps the hope is always that maybe you won't run into them.
I cannot really hear you, Andrea.
Yeah, you sound a little muffled.
Yeah.
I'll fix it.
There we go. Okay, so you guys have a 1 day before you head out. If you have any business to attend to before leaving Tenrei, now would be the time.
I mean, I'm just gonna thunk Gideon on the back of the head.
Can we have access to our lockers again, so I can see? Because I want to be able to switch. Yeah, I need a pack for my trip.
I would also recommend anyone who is interested to... Oh, what happened that you can't click on the vending machine anymore?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's it at?
Because that's where I was getting the Oracolas, which right now are, like, our only healing item. Well, I mean, now we've got, like, healers, but... Oh, you know what?
I think... get a cola.
That's why I had my settings weird. But yeah, or there's an Oracola vending machine that's just to the left of me.
No, when I click on it, nothing happens.
Where are you at?
Double click.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I'm just gonna be lounging here with my feet on the table, cleaning my guns.
Where is this at again? Is it in the out? Oh, is it in the main?
What the?
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Oh, okay.
Water.
Just Oracola Classic.
There was just one water.
Well, it's been a while since it's been stocked.
Well, hopefully by the time we get back.
There's nothing now.
Yeah, I took them in hopes that maybe that'll just like send a send a little ping out there into the universal restocker. To
who doesn't have one? Because I grabbed one this time, but I had one from last time as well.
Have what?
Who doesn't have any Oracolas in their inventory? Because I grabbed one this time, but I still had one that I grabbed last time too.
Yeah, if somebody would like one, I can share one as well because I have some.
How do you check your inventory?
It's listed under inventory on your character sheet.
And I double click the character is how I usually access it. I know there's a couple ways to do it, but.
Oh yeah. Do you see your character sheet?
Yeah, double click worked great.
Oh yeah, and it's like one thing about this thing is like I noticed that sometimes like going into features and effects, if I'm not sure like what just happened or did that work, blah blah blah, I click on effects because it'll tell you anything that's affecting you right now. Like
Oh, cool. Yep.
It's really, really helpful.
Nice.
Throw
This is
a
awesome.
welcome dinner for our latest member, Korak.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Have a little
cola.
dinner.
Someone's awfully hungry.
Yeah, always.
Someone's awfully hungry, clearly. Oh.
So I should have
There,
sent you a. It should pop up with a trade request and just. Yep,
Oh.
there you go.
All
Thank
that
you.
There were
fighting
sins.
would make anyone hungry.
Does
Well,
anybody
there
else?
there are worse things.
Does anybody else need an Oracola?
Sure, I'll take one if you're offering.
Of course you will. You know what? I will send one to you because you're always taking care of the great patrons of this town, city, scape, as well as the rest of us. And if we're lucky, it's, you know, maybe we'll get to tell your friend hi too.
Thank you for your ears, though. Much appreciated as always.
Food and water and whatnot is usually not something you guys have to worry about. On some voyages, you will need to make sure that you have enough or be paying money to be able to eat from the ship's supplies. Tusker's got you covered on this one, so you won't need to worry about like bringing rations for this trip at least, for this leg of the trip at least. Just as a heads up.
What a nice giant elephant man.
Furiosa.
Hi.
I wonder if I have the music I wanted for this. The... No, I don't. The night before you guys are leaving... Actually, just keep doing what you guys are doing. I'll make the music happen. It's important to me.
I appreciate that. Trying to like, I don't know. I don't want to be like close to encumbered, so I'm trying to figure out what to leave behind versus not leave behind.
Oh, I always improvise. Best way to go. What could possibly go wrong after all?
Okay,
well,
so...
whatever it is, we'll figure it out.
During the
Exactly.
night...
That's the spirit.
During the night, the moon jellies of the astral sea speak to you, and they bring not ill tidings, but warn you that within the next month, a tragedy will befall someone who is not yet important to you guys.
This is not important yet. Why tell us about it now?
This is
ruin the suspense there.
The moon jellies are, I suppose you could call them some friends of mine that sing to me in the eve when I'm meditating.
Yeah, that is very fascinating.
I do nothing creepy at all while everyone is sleeping at night. It's, you know, but this is how...
No judgment.
You know,
and
you know,
Sorry, go
my
ahead.
moon jellies are kind of like your friend in a way.
Oh, I totally understand.
Korak, during the nightly prayers that you give to your god, the Silent Lord, on the eve of, well, that night before the day when you head out, I forget how to word that fancy, a whisper of divine guidance brushes against you, warning you that there are trials to come that only resolution and the bonds of companionship and trust will be able to see you through. Outside of this, it is cryptic, as the Silent Lord often is. And with that, It is the morrow. You guys awake and
Well,
refreshed.
departure time. Departure time. Everyone have their passport ready?
I've got my disguised self scroll.
I mean, I can change the shape of my face if need be.
That's cool.
As far as minutia goes, Icinia and Furiosa are the only ones who do not have legit passports into the Commonwealth, which is not necessarily an issue. It just means that you'll be held up while they check you through customs and give you one.
This is like everyone else having TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
And
And we just
oh,
none for us. Hey,
Can we try to
Icinia,
Can we try to fake a few?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
wanna
100%
forge- I'm
going
gonna
that
forge-
route.
I'm gonna forge a few.
Otherwise, Icinia, you might have to. Maybe we can use a little bit of your sweet talking on top of on top of some documents that look close enough. Maybe ones that they haven't seen for a really long time, but that are still legitimate.
I'm sure I have a few.
do my best.
I'm sure there's a few fake passports lying around in the Winking Weird. It is the Winking Weird after all.
I've
What
no
is
doubt.
what is Tusker's ship again?
Hmm?
Tusker's ship. What is it?
I believe it's the Indomitable, or no, it's the Dauntless.
Oh, the Dauntless.
Oh, it's a good
Is it
book.
Like a classic galleon style, or is it something? Like sometimes they're animals, right?
It is the Dominus. My mistake. It was neither of the first two. Okay, do you guys remember the little intro video I made for this?
Vaguely, yes. It was a few months ago.
Yeah.
I will send you an image, but that ship that was in the video is the Dauntless, or the Dominus. I'm gonna keep doing that. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. This is a small thing, but I don't want to find the full file. That is the Dominus.
Dominus.
It is a
Literally got sails.
It is a powerful ship used primarily for, escorting clients through space, which is potentially dangerous, which is why they do a lot of ferrying between Darkwater and Tenrei.
Well, I hope that there's a good way for entertainment.
In spite of its mass, however, it does have a very powerful spell-jamming helm. The trip will only take 10 days from there to there. Those 10 days pass relatively uneventful. No attacks or anything. You do have the pleasure of enjoying a couple of the should have written down the animal names. The astral sea whales and the mantas that pass by, but no dangerous encounters.
I'm just gonna chat up this captain and try to find out if he has any deep dark secrets.
Tusker? He does not.
That's just what I do. It's just what I do.
Tusker is a GIF. The one actually here. Let me pull up his little entry since I went to the trouble of making these. Captain Tusker. Show to all. GIF are famously.
I thought he was an elephant. He's a fucking hippo.
I wouldn't say uptight, but they're very disciplined and principled. Tusker is not necessarily unusual, but he is older and has come to learn in his time in the astral sea that it is better occasionally to put the to think of the better the individual needs instead of sticking strictly to the rules, which is what his commander Cold Iron is there for, to help keep that in check. counterbalance each other pretty well.
Well, that's just what I do. I just chat people up. Find out if there's anything I can use.
Unfortunately for you, Tuskert doesn't really have any secrets. He's a very straightforward man and goes out of his way to avoid putting himself in any situations where he might learn information that he would not want to know or that someone would not want spread, because he doesn't have time for that.
Person. What a bore. God, this whole cruise is such a bore.
That you are not wrong when you say that. These are very much, obviously these guys operate out of free space, but these are very much the sort of people that in another lifetime would be part of the Commonwealth's military.
Doesn't it just make you want to get them talking, though? Doesn't it just make you want to find out what all that boringness is hiding?
But there's them up in that pipe.
Everyone is hiding something, my dear. It's just a question of finding it.
Yes. Fair enough.
What are you hiding then?
Shalim, I want you to roll for me insight.
Alright, one sec. Let me. Okay. Insight, right? Okay.
Oh, nice roll.
There we go. Back on track.
Alright, so while not a secret per se, you are able to, through various means, worm your way into a, I guess, thing that Tuskert is somewhat ashamed of or hesitant to let other people know. He has a soft spot for a certain gentleman at one of the brothels in Darkwater. He's not particularly proud of this, but he's also not completely ashamed of it. It's the sort of information that he does not speak freely, but you're able to worm it out of him. He lets it slip, and then, upon realizing that he can't take it back, explains further.
Oh, nothing to be ashamed of, my good hippopotamus friend. Everyone has someone they really love out there. True love is a beautiful thing to be treasured.
Love? I don't know about love, but certainly a deeper connection than I would say simply coin.
Yeah, but it's such a beautiful thing, and not to worry, your secret is safe with me, good sir.
Everything's secret for a price. I mean, say.
Of course.
Okay.
Just remember, a day will come when I shall call upon you for a favor.
I don't know that a smile properly conveys what gift do with their mouth, but he does his species version of the smile and remarks that
perhaps we'll call it even for the favor that I'm doing you right now.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I am very happy about that our friendship has gone to such new levels. Thank you, good sir.
Like transactional?
Business
A deeper understanding between the two of them on what the nature of their relationship is.
Look, I'm not paying for anything.
So, in the late morning of the 10th day, you guys arrive at the port in Darkwater, a little town called Mossbank. It is here that Tuskert has informed you that in a day or two, well, actually later that day, there will be a ship, captain friend of his, that is headed to the Commonwealth. He didn't think of a name for the ship or the captain, but he tells it to you. And says that he cut you a deal. He, obviously can't offer other people's services for free, but he has vouched for you guys, and since you are headed in a similar direction to him, it is not going to cost you a super large amount. However, it is a fairly long journey. It is a fairly long journey. The ship is fast, but you will probably want to stock up on rations and supplies for that trip.
Okay. Where can we do that?
Well, in the town of Mossbank, there are a number of shops. It is... let me just double check the entry I wrote for Darkwater. Somewhat remote world, last stop on the flow that connects to Tenrei. Sees a little... Okay, so the port town, all of the settlements on Darkwater are of the smaller variety. Think end of the Wild West, beginning of the steam engine era in America sized towns. Not like ghost towns or anything, but, you know, smaller populations. Mossbank is larger. They have, you know, nice plots of land. They've got, for Darkwater, they've got a decent amount of trade or supplies that come through. Although, as mentioned, Darkwater is somewhat remote, with people headed to Tenrei being the only ones who pass through. But you are certainly going to be able to get pretty much anything that you need, aside from, like, perhaps something hyper-specific. But general goods and whatnot you should be more than capable of getting in that town. And as you... and it's easy enough to get to because all you have to do is leave the docks and head into the town. Now, Tenrei is unique in the Astral Sea because it is something that is not in its own crystal sphere. Ships can pull right up to it. Most planets in spheres, the ships have to essentially land. They can't just, like, pull right up. So the docking situation with these things, essentially, it comes down to them setting down in a large pool of water, or in the more technologically advanced, technologically or magically advanced planets, there will be like an artificial ring or a space dock of sorts that they can sidle up to. Darkwater is not one such advanced, so the ships need to set down in the ocean that Mossbank is adjacent to, and it is a short travel into the town proper. Once you get into the town proper, though, it becomes quickly apparent that most of the shops are closed for unknown reasons.
Ooh. Well, either they're celebrating a rather large party, or everyone's got hungover from a large party. What could possibly go wrong?
Or maybe there's a danger lurking.
So all the shops are closed, but yeah, maybe it's a huge holiday for them.
Not all, but many.
That's a kind of party.
Not just the shops. It seems that most every thing that can close is closed, with few exceptions. What would you guys
Does it look like there were signs of a struggle? Yeah, I would like to investigate around and see if there were, like, signs of if this is like a normal thing.
So I think we should go into a shop that is open and ask some questions.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Somebody roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, the first place that you come across that is open is a general store called Warner's Wares.
Warner's what now?
Warner's Wares. Oh,
Warner's Wares.
Probably should put you guys on the map. There you go.
Alright, time to head in.
I'll open the door for you. So, Warner's Wares is manned, shall we say, personed actually, by an incredibly androgynous human of some sort. Their voice, their body, their movements betray nothing of what they might be. Shalim, you've seen this sort of thing before I'm not going to pull the Tenrei map up, but on Planet Name, the humans that are, I guess, endemic to there are very androgynous, essentially. I didn't write down her race, but there you go. So yes, you are welcomed in by Warner.
Hello there. Really curious why everyone else seems to be closed today.
Well, I can tell both from your question and your appearance that you are not from here.
Guilty as charged.
So I won't fault you for not knowing that we are mourning a loss.
Oh dear, no.
It's only been a single day since we lost one of our own.
What happened?
I accidentally closed my PDF program. Hang on. Well, if you want more particulars, and actually, now that I think of it, you are out of towners. You wouldn't happen to have any experience in solving crimes?
Oh, that's something we specialize in.
I kind of pipe up from the back of the barrels that I'm sitting on, like anything for a price.
Exactly. There's always a fee involved.
How serendipitous.
I'm sure that the general would be more than happy to compensate you. But first things first, what can I help you with as far as wares go?
Well, I actually see that you have some books over here, and I wondered if you have any books on very, very old history. You know, very, very. History itself, right? You know, is old. But I'm looking for something a bit more archaic, maybe.
This is not the right shop for that. This is a general goods store. I'm sorry, we don't carry any rare or specialty items.
Oh, what kind of books do you have here? I just asked because I see that there are exactly 5 in stock, and I just wondered what they were.
They have, almanacs. They have, very pulpy romance stories. Some guides to, the Idiot's Guide to Sailing and whatnot.
Well, it's something for getting.
Something that might make a good gift, I see.
We should gift the romance one to Captain Tusker.
Oh, that is, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. That's a beautiful idea. I love that.
Well, will he appreciate it is the only question.
I'll take a book. I'll take that romance novel.
I don't know if you're able to rename items in your inventory, but if you can,
I might be able to. I'll see.
If you can, just rename it to romance, trashy romance novel.
Oh, let me make sure it's gonna let me buy it.
Just make sure you don't say anything to him. And don't embarrass the poor soul any further than he already is.
Oh no, I would not. No, I would not do such a thing. I hide. I hide the little things you share with me. I wouldn't do you dirty like that.
I trust you. Aside from constantly playing sports and videos in my bar, I do trust you.
Yes. I'm kind of chuckling because it's not me who plays sports.
Isaiah, they have some vegetables here that you've never seen before, and they smell quite aromatic. It's some sort of weird hybrid-looking thing between a cabbage and a rose.
Oh.
That sounds
I
yum.
don't. Let me see. I don't see it in the.
Oh, no, it's not like an inventory item.
Oh, okay. I guess I ask Warner. Hey, what is this?
Oh, those are a local specialty. Would you care to try a sample?
Yes, I love samples.
Go ahead, grab one of the smaller ones from the bin there. I think you'll find them quite enjoyable.
Thank you. So I eat it.
Hardcore psychedelic.
Quite fragrant. Kind of
This
floral.
That was just for Sling.
This is known as a Scavarian pepper. Despite its cabbagey look, it is in fact quite spicy. It tastes like biting into a bell pepper, but with far more heat and sort of like floral aftertaste. I don't know how much you like that as your character, but it is definitely a polarizing flavor.
I IRL would probably love that.
Wow, this has a kick to it. Yeah, I think one sample is enough.
Warner chuckles to themselves. Well, if you need to wash it down, I think the Hum Buddy is still open.
The Hum Buddy.
But I think that your next stop in our little town of Mossbank should be to see General Amos at his office. He is in need of some help, and I think I'm a fairly good judge of character. I think that you guys might be able to provide it. And if nothing else, it will move things along.
Well, character's not something we really provide, but other things we do.
Before we go, would you mind sharing, if you're comfortable, what happened here, who passed, and how?
Well, I shouldn't gossip, but...
It will be helpful to our investigation.
Well, until you guys are employed for such a thing, it is merely gossip. And I'm afraid I deal only in merchandise and not gossip.
Are you trying to say that you need money for this? Tell us, though.
What I can tell you is that yesterday, around noon, we held a funeral for the wife of the commander of the town guard, who incidentally is running for election to be the captain. Obviously, we've had to push that back a bit.
That sounds suspicious.
That sounds like some secret somewhere.
I'm afraid I couldn't say.
No, not at all. We'll find out.
I'll be right back.
So, foul play is a possibility.
A distinct one at that. Would you guys like to head over to the general?
Yes.
Yeah, go.
Oh, I suppose so.
Whoops. You guys are greeted at the gates of a not extravagantly large, but fairly large. I guess you'd call it like a keep, like a fortress. It's positioned in a way to. It's positioned in a way to be able to defend the Spelljammer port with artillery and whatnot, but mostly it seems to overlook the town and serve as sort of like a center of command. As you are led in to the upper levels, you are greeted outside his office. I've just put you in the office because he will lead you in there eventually. You are greeted by a portly human man with bushy white beard. His smile beams, and the I don't know if it's the bicuspid, but his right front tooth and the one next to it, which I think is a bicuspid, of shining gold, which you see frequently as he smiles often. Actually, you know, I think I can just share his portrait with y'all.
He looks like
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
he looks like he'd be a good grandpa.
Looks like Obi-Wan.
He
looks wise.
He wears his military garb, which is not extravagant or anything. It is a formal looking coat. It has an insignia on it, but it doesn't seem to be like decked out with medals or accommodations or anything. You're uncertain if that is from his humility or if that is simply the style of this land. But yes, he sees you guys approaching and sort of bustles about with what he was doing and comes over and greets you. Hello. How can I help you? You seem to be out of towners. Is there anything that you need? I apologize for having to shut down the port, but as you can understand, we're in a bit of a sensitive time at the moment, a period of mourning.
Our deepest condolences, for the town's loss. We heard that there's something you might need help with.
And what are your names?
Oh, I'm Asinia.
Asinia?
Gorak.
Shalim Lucius Akbar.
Shalim Lucius Akbar?
Just Shalim's fine. You don't have to do the whole thing.
They call me Furiosa.
Furiosa.
And Tycho.
I'm not going to try and do it with the speech because I'll forget, but every time he refers to one of you guys in conversation, he uses your first name. It seems to be a quirk of his. His name plus title is General Amos Drapramont, but he insists that you call him Amos. Although he felt it necessary to give you his full proper title before insisting not to call him that, which is unusual but very well. As he makes a decent amount of small talk, sort of meandering around your question for a bit, his piercing, almost unnaturally blue eyes sort of dart from side to side as if trying to appraise all of you, or perhaps he's simply nervous. But
Good God, man, stop gawking, will you?
Eventually he settles down enough as you guys reach his office and explains the situation. I thank you again for your condolences. It is a very sad time. Seville was a very respected and loved member of the community, and she will be lost. As you can understand, we are a smaller community, and so we take extended periods of time for mourning. However, this situation is a little different. I'm not saying that there's any sort of favoritism going on or whatnot, but this was the wife of the potentially new captain of the guard, and what with the election coming up, it's understandable that we would need to sort of spread things out. Although there are some lingering questions in not just my mind, but the minds of our citizens that this death was not entirely a natural one. I'm not saying anything one way or the other.
What would lead you to that conclusion, though?
Well, you see, Sylviel and her husband. Golly, what's his last name? Commander Graves. Horace, but Commander Graves, he's somewhat of a formal individual, were rumored to be in somewhat of a tough spot in their marriage. Now, this is just rumors. I would never pry into anyone's personal life, and to my knowledge, none of our citizens know anything specific, although if you ask Bonneville, I'm sure that she will tell you differently. But before I ask anything further of you and burden you with such dark tidings, might I entice you to offer us some expertise and concentrated help in this matter? I am not unfamiliar with your offices, with your
Helping hands?
Yes, I'm trying to your reputation. I don't know what he's trying to say here.
So you know of us.
It's on Yelp.
Oh yeah, you didn't see those banners in the sky, like, you know, when we were just zooming on by, just zip zooming. Yeah, we just placed those just last week.
I'm afraid I don't make it out to Tenrei myself. You understand? I'm a career man here.
Yes. No traveling much.
While I am getting up there in age, I'm not quite at retirement yet.
But testimony from one of our latest clients spills the soup.
Your
10 out of 10 would hire again. They saved my life.
No soup was spilled.
Your reputation has spread
That's not true. You spilled
throughout free space. And certainly your name has come up more than once from the good Captain Tuskert.
Our fellow amorous friend.
As such, I would like to employ you, employ your services to help settle the matter once and for all, whether or not this unfortunate end to Sylviel's life was natural, an accident, or perhaps some darker third option. While I am the ranking voice in this situation, it is not entirely my choice alone to lift the lockdown that we have placed on outgoing ships. So any sort of conclusion that you could reach would be very helpful. And I hate to put pressure on it, but I would very much appreciate it if it were something that could be handled within the next 24 hours.
24 hours, man. What's so important? Come on. Come now. You have to be a little bit more level with us.
No ships going out for 24 hours?
That, yes, 24 hours being held at port is deleterious to the trade, the employment, the business of many of the ships that come through here.
Oh, well.
Oh, yes,
Well,
that could,
24
yes. Shutting down your entire economy. Shutting down your entire economy. I can see that this definitely is a situation that should be resolved as quickly, but also as thoroughly and efficiently as possible.
If we agree, can you grant us safe charter to Okarkus after?
Karsus is quite a ways from here. I would be able to. I'm not sure that I could guarantee you passage on any particular ship, but I certainly could put out feelers for anyone headed directly there.
In that general direction.
What I can guarantee you is 300 gold pieces for your trouble. I know that it's not much, but between that and what influence I have over ships traveling through the flows in and out of Darkwater, hopefully would be appropriate compensation for your efforts.
I think that sounds quite generous, and yes, it is I believe to everyone's advantage to to solve this mystery and get those ships flowing again.
Well, it certainly seems all well enough.
He smiles again, flashing his golden teeth, and
quite the set of teeth you have there, sir.
Let's see.
Not any. I don't know. They're not any more eye-catching than mine, perhaps.
What do your teeth look like?
Sharpened down incisors, just
Nice.
yeah.
Well, wonderful. I'm very appreciative. He goes through all of your names again, thanking you each as he does so.
Oh, I would like to. Yeah, I would like to kind of step a little bit closer to him, and just ask if he personally has any idea of how he expects this to go. What does he think if he were to speculate? But I'm not IRL very skilled at coming up with, just off the top of my head, a way to say this without saying it. But basically, I'm trying to imply: is there a direction he might be hoping that it goes in?
I'm gonna say that before you did that, he got to the point that I was about to say before you started talking.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, don't worry about it then.
No worries. So, with these formalities out of the way, what information I can tell you, the opinion of the town is somewhat split on who may have perpetrated a possible crime. I'm not saying anything for certain, but the general murmurs around town is that this was in fact a crime, and that there are two primary suspects that we have sort of, I guess, collectively decided amongst ourselves. Silvio was a somewhat complicated woman. She and her husband have been married later in life, shall we say. Prior to their marriage in their youth, Silvio had a fairly close relationship to a gentleman who lives on the outskirts of town. He was part of the guard years and years ago, but gave it up for various reasons. His name, G. Normai, dark elven fellow. The general consensus is roughly split half and half between G or Commander Horace. it is possible that G did it. If he couldn't have her, nobody could. Or perhaps her husband, out of discovering a possible tryst between the two of them. Her husband, in particular, is been under a great deal of stress for the upcoming election, and as such, I understand that their marriage has been rocky for a while. I cannot.
Perhaps it was neither. Was that anything else?
I cannot offer my particular opinion on who I think has done it. Not only do I feel that I need to maintain some level of impartiality, but in my experience and understanding, it honestly could go either way. My suggestion for you would be to begin your investigation at the City Watch station, or rather the guard station. Horace is there right now. And any of the shops that are currently open, of course, certainly avail yourself of their services and, what information you can garner from them. Around 2 p.m., our tavern, the Hum Buddy, will be opening, and that certainly could be a fruitful avenue for information as well.
Absolutely.
In the interest of keeping things adhering to the mystery timeline that I've laid out, it is currently noon 30. And I will be keeping track of time as best I can for that. So you have an hour and a half before the Hum Buddy opens. And yes, that is at present the only time-sensitive information that you have.
Fascinating.
I think I fixed Warner's shop stuff, but we can worry about that when/if you go back in there to talk to them. So yes, let me list the possible locations. Actually, everybody roll investigation real quick to see what information you can garner just from the randos walking around town.
We're rolling an investigation?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright.
Ooh. Well, me and Lynx.
Oof.
Oh.
Who first?
Chewing on legs with Tycho.
Me and Lynx, we're trading some sports cards over here. Just kidding.
So, like I said, the town is pretty split on whether or not it was Horace or G, but most people believe it was definitely one of them. 3 days ago, her body was discovered in her house. Murdered is what is said, but nobody other than the town guard and her husband was privy to the scene of the crime. The last time that she was seen was at the arena when the town.
You say the arena?
Yes, there was an event known as the Battle of the Barbarians. It's an exciting event that takes place but twice a year. The town was gathered, and she and her husband were there. She left. Here we go. The information I wrote out. She, yes, was there with her husband. a few people say that they were having some sort of an argument, and that she stormed away. But that was the last that anyone saw her alive.
She was having an argument with who?
With her husband, Horace.
Her husband.
We hate this Horace guy, right? We can go question him now.
Yes, he will be at the guard station.
Oh, well, I guess we should probably start there.
Tally ho.
Tally ho. Go show.
Okay, we'll teleport you guys to the guard station.
Oof. All right.
You arrive at the guard station around, like 12:45. Yes, 12:45 or so. The station is somewhat small. The building is old, but as well taken care of as it can be. Outside, you hear a young woman. A woman, maybe not necessarily young, practicing her archery skills. She is wearing the garb of the town guard, and kicking in the door as you have. You can see at the desk. I don't know why it says captain. It's supposed to be commander. Here it goes. You see Commander Graves, Commander Horace Graves, in his full regalia.
Hello, Commander Graves.
Wait, before we go in and let them know that we've arrived, can we gribble around and investigate outside? I see some, like, crates and stuff, just
this is all practice equipment. There's some combat dummies, you know, some worn but still useful, like, practice weapons and whatnot. The crate is empty and being used as, like, target practice, as well as like, the dummy next to it.
I just throw a sacred flame. I kind of go over and like, just throw a sacred flame at the combat dummy, and then like.
Of note, those targets and stuff are hittable if you guys want to like practice combat on them.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I only got so many bullets.
Yeah, that's where I was like, oh, which one of my cantrips here?
The woman outside looks like this.
Oh, she's very pretty.
She has an easy smile, wearing the town watchman's uniform. On her forearms, she has visible and striking tattoos of lions fighting.
I say, I give her a wink. Just give her a wink.
Hey girl, come here often?
She glances your way and then sort of and continues firing her bow.
Oh, cold.
Well, I guess she's not too into you. Rather unfortunate. Maybe.
No, I like it.
Maybe then.
I like a challenge.
Maybe next time, Furiosa. Maybe next time.
Are you lost on your way to the brothel? Because it's not quite open yet.
You and the captain of our ship could probably trade notes on this, perhaps.
Probably so.
She chuckles. I don't really waste my time on men or women who find the need to wander about the stars. I have better things to do with my time.
I'm sure you. Sure you do.
I suppose that
heading inside now.
Since you're lingering, I suppose I should ask, what can I help you with? I suppose as part of my duties as a guard that it does fall within my prerogative to offer help to those who are lost, and looking at you guys, you almost certainly are.
Well, one of us is lost in love.
No, we're looking for Horace. We were sent here to speak with Horus, if that's all right.
Yes, the commander is inside, but before you go bothering him, is there anything I can help you with?
Well,
I think you can
unless you
help
happen to
our
know.
friend with a date.
Right, so the commander is in through the front door right behind the desk. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I will see you next time if I am unlucky enough to do so.
I do.
Oh,
I want
just-
to try to make a nice shot from further behind that she was standing on the dummy. To like, I know that we've been joking around, but kind of hint around that we're actually sort of more serious that we're letting on and are potentially useful people to give information to about this very serious thing that happened.
Alright, seeing that you're lining up a shot, she steps to the side and watches you expectantly. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh god, this better work. Oh.
She watches you fire a bullet far off into the distance.
Dear Christ, that nearly hit me!
She chuckles. Yes, those
It's all a ruse!
those newfangled explosive firearms are very much not something amateurs should be using. I understand that they take a lot of skill to get done.
I kind of grumble roughly under my throat and try and fail to walk away like a cool guy.
Well, my
But
dear,
that was
I was.
embarrassing.
Can I try persuasion?
Sure.
For the date?
Well, no.
Oh my god.
Well, leaving aside the rather obvious things, have you heard anything about this murder in town? All right.
Not really sure I should talk about it, but yes, of course, we've heard about the death. She glances sidelong as she sees a bolt of energy arc from Tycho's gun into the scorching a hole in the target on the crate, sort of like a confused and slightly impressed glance your way, and then turns back to talk to Shalim.
I assure you, we are nothing but the utmost professionals. Though some of us sometimes don't act it. I just glare at everybody.
I look at her and I'm just like, to be fair, we were stuck on a ship for a while and we probably need to get something to eat. It's just kind of been a whirlwind. I think we're a little antsy because, no
Antsy
ships
is not the
going
word
in.
I described this with.
A little, no ships going in and out, and yes. So we're glad to be put to work, of course.
Well, I'm sure you've heard the nasty rumors circulating about the commander.
She, sort of looks around a little bit, clears her throat, and walks over to here to retrieve some of her arrows, glancing back to see if you are following.
Sure.
I said I say it could be useful to have a weapon like that, as fussy as this tech is.
She's completely ignoring your existence. Like pointedly so, Lynx. Right, so I want you to never mind, you got a decent enough passive persuasion. So she, under her breath, since you are working at the behest of the general, between the two of us, I think G did it.
She did it?
G Normai.
Oh, G.
We'll call him Norm, I guess. Let's go with Norm.
Sure. Norm.
I saw him last lay, which analogous to Sunday in this world. I was working late on my shift, and I saw her sneaking into the Humbuddy with cloaked gentleman that I am almost certain was Gino Mai. And it seemed like they were a little bit familiar with one another. I mentioned it to the commander, but he didn't seem to care. Which is why I'm somewhat hesitant to bring it up again. I imagine that he has...
didn't care, though.
He's got a lot on his plate with the election coming up, and... You know,
certainly odd.
You can't mix your family life with your work life.
Well, that's certainly fair. I prefer not to myself, but I can understand having a hard family. Myself.
She cocks an eyebrow and she says, "You strike me as the sort of individual who likes to mix work and pleasure."
Well, only if it's profitable. Let's just say.
Yeah, one of those. I understand. Her voice is returning to normal volume as she's finished collecting her arrows, and goes back.
I'm about the finer things in life, my dear, so I'm sure you are too.
Sure. And she fires an arrow past you into the dummy.
I like her sass.
I do too.
I see. So, trying to kill me, or merely doing target practice there?
She sort of sniffs and smiles as she knocks and then fires another arrow.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, Korok and Tycho. Y'all are bugging the commander. What do you have for him?
I was just back there planting some seeds.
Of course you were.
There's all this grass around here.
Some Korok seeds.
Commander Horace Graves is a older human. Seems to have a decent mix between stubble and beard going on. He's got tired gray eyes, and seems that he was perhaps more physically fit in his youth. Unlike the general, his outfit is much more adorned with medals, commendations, and, you know, the full expression of his achievements. He sees you as people he doesn't recognize coming in, and you can tell that he is faking but not perfectly a forced smile, sort of pushing back whatever emotion he or thought that he was currently ruminating on, and greets you. Hello. How may I help you?
Good day. Just offering condolences. We've heard about the tragedy.
Thank you, buddy. I very much appreciate it. You know, it's a very tough time in my life. Not just with the loss of my beloved, but, you know, with all of the other goings on about town, trying to keep everything, you know, consistent and working well. It is. I very much appreciate it.
Oh, that's a lot going on. How are you handling all of this?
Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm keeping it together as best I can, and I think that I'm doing a very good job. As you can see, the guards are running smoothly. The town, well, in lockdown and currently still mourning, is not panicked. We're taking our time to feel what we need to feel, and we'll be back and strong again. He's very much giving you like the campaign pitch sort of speech right now.
Right. All business.
You don't sound too devastated for having just lost cherished loved ones.
Going so direct here.
I want you to roll persuasion.
Okay.
Hey, Gamma, are these little windows? Are they just like bars, like a regular like jail cell type thing?
Yes.
Okay, I was just
That's a
wondering.
good roll.
Nice. Okay, so
Wow.
the commander seems as though he how do I put this? So your comments, though blunt, are received with he seems to understand the intention of like genuine concern that may or may not have actually been behind them. And he smiles somewhat sadly and says, there is no end to the depths of the sadness at the loss of my dear Sylviel. I have never and will never meet a woman of her caliber, of her unending kindness and care. But I have mourned for as much as I can, and I shall mourn when I have time again. But for the moment, I have a duty to this town, to our safety and the safety of our citizens that cannot be ignored, despite the grief and anguish that I am currently experiencing.
That sounds very sincere.
That sounds like yet another campaign speech.
You guys want to roll me insights?
Sounds good. Inciting end time.
You guys
Jesus, Yesenia, you're rolling like nat 20s, like left and right here.
Everybody's like galaxy braining this guy's words. Okay, so the metered and somewhat ponderous speech that he has definitely smacks of rehearsed lines. Maybe not exactly rehearsed, but you know, the sort of thing that he would prep you, that you would prep yourself for, knowing that people will be asking certain questions.
Oh, that's
I want to make use of Johnny here. I'm gonna ask him like a blunt question.
Okay, lay it on me.
All right, just gonna be a straight. Oh, General, look, Commander, look, we don't really have time for this. Tell me, how do you really feel about this?
Okay, I want you to expend one of your spell slots and roll Intimidation with advantage.
Okay. With advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just rolled that.
The room grows darker, as though the light has been scared away as two dark red points of light burn in Shalim's eye, in his sockets, leaning in over the table and in a very calm, almost unnatural voice, indicates that we don't have time for bullshit. We need to know what's really going on. And then the lights come back up. So essentially, this is him truthfully communicating now. Like, I'll just let you know you succeeded with your Johnny. He is tired. He's emotionally and physically exhausted. He has gotten to a point where he is unable to really engage with his emotions at this point.
Dissociating?
No, not dissociating so much as just like he's used up, right? Like his brain is just burnt out at this point between the elections and this tragedy. It is hard for you to tell which one is the more pressing concern for him, but you do get the impression that the sort of weariness at the loss of his wife may not have been something that is new. You know at this point that their relationship was rocky prior to this. So this may just be a continuation of the, grief that he was dealing with from that. Or it just may be this man is working too hard.
Man, we're really not learning a lot from this guy, are we?
I have a question.
Our efforts on G or
This
Norm.
this lady over here, I think it's a lady. It's somebody in the cell. Do they look like they've been getting food? Like, do they seem like?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So
I was gonna feed them berries, if not.
Random person in the cell there is in holding pending the town reopening. They were caught stowing away on a ship, and they are going to be released, but not allowed back here. But since ships aren't coming in and out right now, they're stuck in the cell.
I wouldn't mind talking to this one.
Yeah, me neither. I know thieves can't, so I'd be interested in seeing if there's anything that they may have picked up that we can exchange information on the down low.
Unfortunately, they don't have any particularly helpful information. They know less than you guys do, obviously. Let me see here.
In that case, Commander, this may be a sensitive topic, but is there anything you can tell us about G?
He takes a deep breath and then sighs. I will tell you what. My shift ends at 4. If you're interested in continuing this conversation, if you're interested in investigating my house, I would be more than willing to host you guys there after that point.
Ooh, a trap is coming.
I'm ready to walk into it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
2, right? So when does the tavern open, by the way?
2.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we'll see each other at 4 then.
He
Did
shallow.
you say that?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can we speak in a place where this commander's not at?
To whom?
To each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, just outside here. This G person. I can't remember the last name.
Just call him Norm.
Norm? Okay, Norm. So
Norm the genie.
you said he was dark elven type, right?
Let me pull up a description that you are given of G.
Your crush thinks he's the culprit.
I gotcha. Yeah.
You're given a description of G.
Yeah, he looks
like
a
middle-aged dark elf, wearing his hair, his messy silver hair down. Keeps his beard only roughly trimmed and still sports his military attire, though without the medals and insignia. He is he doesn't frequent town, but maybe once a week for supplies. Because you can't just live off the land entirely. When he is in town, most people, he's cool and calm and collected, very even-headed. It is pleasant enough to be around, although not particularly talkative. Those who wish to engage him in conversation, he's more than willing to oblige.
I will be right back.
Yes. One of his eyes appears to have been missing, although the stories go that was in it's long since passed from the memory of the shorter-lived races in this place. But story goes in his youth, before he left the town, or the guard, he helped repel a pirate raid where he and Horace were somewhat instrumental in that being successful. It was there that their friendship was first forged, and it is also there where he lost his eye.
So they were friends, the commander and Norm?
This is what this is information you could have gotten from Thalia.
Okay.
But that is the extent that she knows about it, just like, through stories.
And this person that's in here jailed, is that are they also dark elf? To my knowledge, just based on looking at them.
They appear to be. I mean, I just like randomed an image there. They're water genasi, it looks like.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just trying to get a good. Taking my notes.
Let us take a 15-minute break. I need to feed the dog and use the bathroom, and that will give you guys a chance to collect yourselves some notes.
Awesome.
I think maybe we'll be able to finish this mystery before 8. We're gonna try, but yes, okay. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Is everybody back?
Everyone, I think.
We're missing Furiosa.
I'm missing Furiosa.
Oh, yes.
So not everyone. I lied.
Nearly just.
Almost.
This is like a classic DV case. A man.
What is?
This mystery, it sounds like a classic domestic violence case.
Acting pretty sus, yeah.
Why do I get the feeling like that we're gonna be attacked soon?
Oh, probably because we are.
Once we, yeah, I feel like we're gonna go to his house. He's gonna like clobber us with somebody, or maybe just like, how dare you talk about my wife like that? Just punches us or something.
I guess we'll find out.
Really?
Furiosa essentially pays bail for the girl locked up, and
why do I sense we picked up another pathetic life form?
Essentially, she has given you guys her contact info for, whatever good it will do. Her name is Allie, and that is the thing that is now recorded in my notes, that you have contact info for Allie. We're just gonna push forward, and Andrew will join us in a moment, I'm sure. Where do you want to head next? You've still got an hour until the tavern opens.
Can we track down Norm?
Norm the genie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's that one.
I mean, you could try. It's going to be very difficult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm glad that you... Okay, goodbye. Drive safe. Thanks.
In that case, maybe the tavern or whatever opens at 2.
The tavern opens at 2, right?
Yes. The locations that there are to visit are the bank, the arena, the tavern opens at 2, the general store, you've been there once already, and the herbalist's, or the alchemist's shop. And of course, Horace's house, which will be open at 4. You could always visit Sylvia's house. Yes.
Well, she was last seen at the arena.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Let's maybe check out the arena.
Go there.
Please.
All right. Let's head.
If everyone agrees, that is.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna say that Andrea's down for that too. To the arena.
Hey, Furiosa, we're just going to the arena. That's where Sylvia's last seen.
All right, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'm late.
Sorry.
So we're going to the arena.
I heard you got someone's number. Good job.
Oh yeah, the only thing I did was, pay for it.
Why do I sense that we picked up yet another pathetic life form?
We have a habit of collecting them.
Nah, I believe that, she's going her own way, but I know what it's like to be, in need of getting somewhere on a ship and getting desperate to, and yeah, I was a stowaway myself once, and someone took pity on me, if you will, so I figured I would pay that forward, and yes, now I can contact this ally who could be an ally at some point if needed.
So
certainly not going to be more than that.
while the arena,
Burn.
while
You're spicy.
while the arena proper is closed, the entrance and ticketing booth are open and currently manned by a young but balding dwarven individual with thick-lensed glasses sitting atop his face. He seems, when he sees you walk in, seems mildly annoyed that someone is there and looks up from something that he's messing with behind the ticket counter there.
Hello, good sir.
If you are here for tickets, we are not selling tickets.
No, nothing of the sort.
We were wondering, did you see Sylvia here before she passed?
I did. I may have very valuable information about this subject. If you are here to investigate the murder that has taken place, I certainly have very valuable information for you.
You cheeky bugger, how much do you want for it? Just get to the point.
I care not for money. I get plenty from this job. I want entertainment.
Oh.
Entertainment? That's something that our Asinia is very good at.
Well...
He looks a little taken aback. No, perhaps not that sort of entertainment.
I know she's a bard, you pervert.
Ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I have a flute of wondrous tales. Would you like me to play it for you?
I was perhaps thinking something a little more interactive. But not like that, not like that. You mentioned money. Would you perhaps be interested in possibly making some?
About a bet?
I thought you said you weren't interested in money.
I am not interested in money. I am interested in entertainment.
Lynx is thinking that there might be some gambling going on, so they're like leaning on that.
So when you say make some money, what are you proposing?
Friendly game is no more than friendly game with money online.
Lynx is absolutely listening.
You know, my flute is very pretty.
Oh, I didn't know you could actually.
I'm sure it'll entertain you.
All right, roll for me a performance check to see if you can, Asinia,
Okay.
See if you can convince him that your loot skills are interesting enough.
Nope, I guess not.
What's
What
his name
happened?
again?
Dave.
I roll low.
Oh no.
What's this guy's name again, though?
His name is Dave.
Oh, Dave. Thank you. Oh my god.
Dave, you're a right arsehole. Do you know that?
The young woman's sour notes have given me headache. Unless you are interested in engaging me on my terms, I would ask that you leave, please. I feel a silence coming on.
Okay.
I
What are the
roll. I want to roll investigation with kind of like intimidation in like an imposing posture, and be like, I can be pretty entertaining. What's on the line?
Okay.
I'm entertained, certainly. I'm entertained
Are you not
already.
entertained?
He sort of stands up from his chair and backs up a little bit, even though there's like a window, barred metal window between the two of you.
I have that effect on people when I roll a
what is online is mere for you is information, possibly money. For me is just for funds. Perhaps some money if I win.
Why don't you just take some money and shut up and tell us what we want to know?
This guy clearly wants to play games. So tell us.
I want to kind of bully my way into the front because I'm like.
All right. If we're going to be violent about this, give me 150. I will tell you what I know. It's game-changing information.
Wait, tell us what the game rules are. Let's see.
I want to know what the game is. Yeah, I've got a little bit of time here. Yeah.
He's both. He's like tentatively interested again, but also still like on the scared side. He's like, no harm will come to me, yes?
No harm will come to you as long as no harm comes to us.
Exactly.
I have a feeling that I am no match for prowess, and Nant glances nervously at the darkly clad warforged that has been making confusing messages at him. No match for prowess and intimidating skills and whatnot, but this simple game, perhaps you have heard of Closets Cubes. It's a very popular game, very easy to play.
Closets Cubes.
Closets Cubes. Okay. I've not heard of this actually. Would you like to tell us about it, please?
Closets Cubes is a popular gambling game due to its simplicity. Any number of people can play at once, limited only by the number of dice available. One player is the closet and functions as the house, and the rules are as follows. I think you guys can all see what the rules are. What he is proposing is that he will have some set amount of money. We'll say 100 gold. If you guys can bust him out, then he will give you the information. Granted, it will be all of you against him, so if you guys are getting good and getting lucky, this could go quickly, but every round there is a chance that he will both lose and gain money.
Okay.
I say we play the game. I think we could.
You guys are way too nice to this guy.
No, but I think it's better than giving up 150 gold.
That's a lot.
Just straight off the bat, yeah. I mean, at least this way we get to have a little bit of entertainment, and I mean, you like entertainment. I know you also don't like to. I know you like to cut to the chase too at times, but we're stuck here for like 24 hours, and
Dave slips away from the window, and you hear some mechanism grinding as the door, the wall next to Tycho becomes an opening, and he beckons this way, and leads you guys down a hall to a room with a card table in the middle of it. I could call it game table, I guess.
Can I investigate the table to see if there's any tricks going on?
Yes. Roll Thieves' Tools Wisdom. if you're checking for any like tricky mechanisms or anything.
These tools.
Oh, there we go.
God damn, come on, Discord.
With the exception of this table being old and not completely balanced, it doesn't have any sort of like cheating or, game altering mechanisms to it. And it is not unbalanced to the point where it would be affecting the rolls at all.
Did that not add my proficiency to that?
It says that you're not proficient, so let me fix that for you.
Oh my goodness.
I know I'm proficient in these tools. It's got it on the list.
Yeah, it's just for whatever reason the item itself didn't have you flagged as proficient.
I did not mean to consume the oracle. It's not sick. I got confused for a second. It didn't do. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, because like
you can undo it.
Because I'm at max anyway. Yeah.
Just sipping a cola.
Dave, I'm gonna move you, Tucker, since you were just examining a table. I'll move all of you because there's dice to play.
There we go.
Right. Seeing that you're like, eyeing the table, he pulls out his cache of dice and lays them out and says, "If you wish to inspect, please, by all means, be my guest. There are no magics, there are no mechanisms. If you are able to divine such things, please take this opportunity."
I give him a respectful nod and do so.
Okay. Does anyone have detect magic?
I probably do.
I definitely do.
Should I do thieves' tools or investigation again?
Yeah, you can do thieves' tools, intelligence this time, and you don't have to cast detect magic, but that option is being offered to you if you wish.
It's a ritual, so there's also
There we go.
there's like 10 minutes to kill.
Oh no, I don't have it. What do you know? Okay.
I can cast it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you cast as a ritual. You don't have to like click anything, or you can click stuff. That's fine too.
No, but let me just try to stop doing that. God damn it. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, I can just right click. I forgot I could right click and it would stop.
So yeah, there are no magics. There are no cheating devices. Everything seems to be on the up and up. The only real concerns is that these are old, well-worn dice, but it does not seem to be it doesn't seem like it's going to affect anything in any particular way. So yes, he is proposing that he will have a bank of 100 gold. The rules I flashed in front of you. Do you guys get the gist there?
I think so.
What I would recommend doing is above the chat box at the on the chat log tab, lower right corner, you'll see the little symbols above where you enter text. Click on the one that looks like an incognito guy to make your rolls private, and be using it that way so that you are secret dice. I will be doing the same, so you cannot be knowing what I am rolling.
It's /roll, right? I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you?
Or /R, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So is this the private GM roll or the blind GM roll?
Private.
Private. Okay.
We can see him, but others can't.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So first round, the ante is 10, so it will cost 10 GP for every round. Let me keep track of his money supply. So he's got 100 at the moment. Everybody chips in their 10 GP, and he rolls his dice. Oh, those weren't, like, the numbers weren't visible on those, were there?
No, I didn't see anything.
Okay,
They were
excellent.
question marks.
No. Yeah. Well,
Perfect, it worked. Okay, so he rolls his 3 dice and slams a cup over it, looks underneath of it and smirks, and waits for you guys to roll.
So
Alright, so it's just one.
how do we roll?
Either in that box, press /
Andrew, you're only
R
rolling 1d6.
space
Okay.
1d6, or there are dice that have different shapes on the bottom. You can just pick one of those. That is the correct shape.
Which shape?
Square.
Square?
For the d6? Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I always think d4, and I'm like, no, that's a square. But
you can also copy and paste what I just typed into general.
Got it. Okay, and then like, are we trying to roll above a 10? Or
You are trying to... So, here, I'll show the rules to it again. Your goal is to match at least one of his dice. So once you roll your d6, yeah, you're basically guessing if you have a dice that is the same as his. You have, after the roll, you have the opportunity to increase your bet amount if you're feeling confident, but you don't have to.
And so he's rolling 3 die, and as long as one of our die matches one of his 3.
If you match with one of his die, you get, your bet. You basically get 2 times back, so your bet plus your bet. 2 is 3 times, 3 is 4 times. So if you match one of his dice, you will be getting 20, which will offset the 10, a net gain of 10, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
All right, Dave, show us what you got.
I'll go up 1. I'll go up 10, so I've got 20 in now.
Okay. Anybody else?
No.
I want to bust them out fast.
All right. Dave has rolled 2 2s and a 3.
I got a 2. So I got, if it matches 2 of the dealer's dice, I get 3 times back. So I just got 60 from this guy.
All right.
We're basically gonna send him back broke.
Nice.
Who else? Let's see. Furiosa. You got...
Yep, I got 2.
10 back. Or, no, sorry, you got...
Excuse me.
I got what back?
You matched with 2, so you got 20.
Sweet.
So, plus 10. Korok lost money. Tycho got his bet plus, so you gain 10. And yeah, that's it. Everybody else just lost their 10.
So since mine matched 2 of the dice, I got...
Yeah, you and Andrea got...
Nice.
Yeah. So remember, the amount that you're getting back is... Like, you've already lost 10, so you're getting a total of 40 if you got 60.
Yeah, I'm putting that just as a running ledger right now on my notes.
Yeah, I'm doing it too.
When do we win? When he has no money left?
Yes. So he got money from Shalim, Korok, and Asinius.
Yeah, he had 100 total, so what would he...
So he is down to 60.
Okay.
Round 2, it's another 10 to buy in.
Alright.
Alright, roll again.
Yep.
I'm gonna put another 10 in.
So confident.
She is the best gambler amongst us. That much I must give her
Which
credit
is very
for.
funny because in real life I have no idea what I'm doing. But I thought it'd be fun to play as a character who's a little outside of my normal
I mean, in
repertoire.
fairness, games like poker are pretty hard, I think.
My only advantage in poker is like being so lost that no one can read me because I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm a wild card.
That's exactly what I do. I'm pretty bad at poker.
Alright, so Lynx is in for 20.
I'm gonna stay.
I'll go up 10.
Wow.
I want to go up 10 as well.
I'm feeling a little confident today.
Alright, so Lynx, Korok, and Shalim are in for 20, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Alright, he rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, I got my
I
second
should
one
have gone
out.
up.
Lost another 30.
Oh, I have a 2.
Yeah.
So Icinia gets bet plus bet. You were only in for 10, so you gain 10 total. Furiosa lost money. Tycho,
Yeah, mine was just 10, right? Just because I didn't put any more in, so it was just that first one.
yeah.
Just the 10. Okay.
Tycho net gain of 10. Icinia, did you double
I
down?
lost.
No,
So-
you matched one. You got 2. He rolled a 2. So
Yeah, this time So
Oh.
the first round I lost. The second round I matched.
okay. Korok, you went in for 20 and you matched one of his. So you get your 20 back plus 20 more.
Yeah.
What did the house lose the first time again? Was it 40 or 60?
He lost 60 just from me.
Lost a total of 40 because he's also gaining money from the
That's
people
true.
who
Of
lost.
course. Yeah. I got you.
Shalim lost 20.
I've lost 30.
Lynx gained 20. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track
I
of the math
I put
here.
in 20, I got back 40 for a net 20.
Okay, gotta do the math again. Sorry.
Plus 10 total so far.
No. Everybody stop saying numbers for a second.
Mute us.
Okay. Actually, that puts him at breaking even this round. Okay.
So did not lose it. Okay.
Well, we're going to be here for a while.
Each round we put in at least 10.
Right.
Yeah.
Although you don't have to participate in a round if you're not feeling confident.
I mean,
It's like completely.
There's no
game.
reason not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, he
There's no
rolls.
reason not to.
Say next roll.
Time to roll again.
Yeah.
I put in 30. Like total 30.
I'm putting in another 20.
Let's see. Icinia is just doing 10. Tycho is just doing 10. Furiosa,
10.
just 10. Lynx,
30.
Ooh.
30.
Someone's feeling spicy.
We rolled 4.
Let's see. Korok, just 10.
Yes.
And Shalim,
20.
20. Okay. He rolled 2 5s and a 4.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, man.
nope.
Rip.
I'm
Rip.
minus 20.
I'm minus
So
50
I
now.
got 60 back.
So he gained 30. I really thought you guys would have done this in like 2 rounds. Sorry.
How much did he gain?
He's up to 90 now.
Damn it.
Jesus.
Like lost 90 or
He has 90 left.
oh he has 90 left. Jesus Christ.
So he increased.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, because some of us were rolling
So
pretty
50
bad.
then?
yeah,
Okay.
when people double up or triple up on their bets and then lose, that pushes him back.
Oh,
Into the
yeah.
green.
Yep. That makes sense.
Let's be more risk averse.
All right.
Some of us have been going with 10 the whole time.
I've been pretty lucky.
Alright, we're just gonna stick with 10 now.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like game theory. If we all do the same bets, then we. Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, roll again?
Yeah. Icinia, how much are you in for?
10.
10. Lynx, how much are you in for?
Let me see real fast. 6. Okay, I already made 90 on this. I'm gonna go. I kind of want to go in 50 and try to bust him out this round.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
What do you guys? What do you out of character? What do you guys think?
Oh, well,
Matt,
Because I'm thinking of just threatening him if
I think
he wanted
I think it's
entertainment.
totally fine because, like you said, he did want entertainment. So
He
I mean,
wanted
however it
entertainment.
goes, I think it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I'll give him 40. Yeah, I'll go 50. I'll go 50.
Okay, 50.
I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I'm already way up more than I thought I would be. So.
Korok,
20?
you 20?
Yes, please.
I'll stick with 20.
Shalim is 20.
20.
Tycho
10.
10, and then Furiosa
30
30.
because chaos.
Chaos.
Well, hopefully we don't regret this.
We could just have the turtle sit on him. Squeeze.
I'm on edge about this one.
All right, he rolled 2 6s and a 1.
Oh,
Damn.
thank
I'm just
fucking-
losing every friggin' round.
Now I'm gonna use a calculator.
Thank fucking goodness, because I have a 1.
Oh, good.
Did we win then with your 50?
I did.
Good lady.
I got 100 back from that one. So.
Oh shit.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, because for me, if it's with dice matches, you get 2 times your bet back. Okay, and I bet 30, so I get 60. Cool. Okay.
All right. Unfortunately, that puts him at 120. So at this point, you guys are actually just moving money around between yourselves.
Link's got
Yeah.
100 and Furiosa got
I got 60 because I matched 1.
Didn't we take all his money?
Well, right, but he gains money from those of you who lost.
So I gave him 10.
I gave 20.
Yeah.
I gave 20.
He gained a total of 60 and then lost 80 from his 90.
So he's down to 70.
Hang on, let me do the math again. So he was at 90. He gained 10. Lost 50. Gains 20. Gains 20. Gains 10. Lost 30. Yes, he's at 70. You're correct. I don't know where I got 150 from. Oh, I see where I got 150 from. I hit enter instead of minus. Moving on. So yes, sorry, he's at 70.
Okay.
We're making very little progress on this.
Let's, for the sake of simplicity, how about we say that just no increasing bets, just one ante. Is 10 fine, or do you guys want to do an ante of 20 or something?
That's
We
fine.
can keep,
10, yeah, 10's fine.
Okay,
we can
I'm
keep going down, yeah.
gonna put on some.
I'm okay with 10. I'm also
game
okay
music.
with if you want to potentially speed it up, do a winner take all round, him and me. And bet exactly how much he has left.
No, I think if we're just sticking with 10, that we should be.
Fine with me.
All right, so are we doing just one last one then?
Let's see. One, Tycho, Asinius,
Great
Shalim,
music.
Korok, Furiosa, and Lynx. Alright, he rolled a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Ah.
Ah,
Oh, yeah. Did you say 4?
I have a 6.
nice.
What did he roll? Sorry?
A 6, a 5, and a 3. So,
Finally! I actually win something back.
I'm so bad at gambling in this game and in real life.
I've never really done much gambling, so clearly.
Same. Not my luck.
Mm.
lost 10.
I only do certain types of gambling from time to time, and not very often because relatives with gambling addiction. So I'm
I don't trust
very
my hypermutations too much.
I'm very measured in that stuff.
Good. Good thinking.
That's also why I don't play gotcha games.
He's got 50 left.
Oh, damn, nice.
Good. Progress.
Man, we're going super slowly at this rate, aren't we?
We'll get him.
Roll again.
You guys are rolling faster than I have a chance to roll, but that's fine.
I just was kind of waiting until you.
Yeah. No, I mean that's fine. I'll roll at the end. I was just using like my rolls to break up the segments of rolls, so I will just keep rolling at the end, and it will be fine.
No, it makes sense. I know on your end, it's I know that the fucking roll chat log. It's much easier if you have a separator.
He rolled 2 4s and a 1, so Isinia takes it here.
I have once more lost money.
2 4s and a 1. I lost.
Yeah.
Isinia was the winner of this one.
Okay, cool.
So that's.
It's a good thing I wasn't allowed to bet more those last 2 rounds.
That is a secret. I'm not going to keep saying the numbers so that flubs can happen. All right, next round.
How
Wait,
much
what
is there left?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh, can I do a sleight of hand to maybe get a better odds on that flub?
Well, I'm saying that I'm not. He's got 110 left.
Okay.
At this point, can I pick his pocket?
It went up.
Let's just kill him.
Let's take care of the math on this round first.
I'm just gonna pick his pocket at this point.
Furiosa, roll for me.
We need to be picking his brain for intel.
Yeah.
I mean, we already intimidated. If we punch him enough,
All right, 6-3-2.
Oh.
Nope, nobody run that round. However, he has been sufficiently amused by you guys.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
I hope that's amusing enough. You
Oh, merciful.
Austin.
We just bribed him, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we basically did at this point.
We probably lost more than 150.
We could keep playing if you would like.
No.
Look, you stupid bastard! You made enough money off of us. That's all we want to know.
Okay. Let me pull up the entry for. I closed it so I could read the rules.
Couldn't resist.
Don't forget the rules to that game. It may come up again.
Oh.
Ooh.
The next time it comes up, I'm just gonna shake the shit out of that guy who plays it.
Not with Dave and not here, but like in future adventures. All right, his info. So Sylvia started a heated argument. She was the one who started the argument with Horace.
Wait, can we change the music? This is a little distracting.
Fine. She started a heated argument with Horace at the Battle of the Barbarians. She left before he did, and then he left to her house. I don't remember if I specified they sleep in separate houses for reasons. He was the last person to be seen with her, and she made a big show that Dave saw that she was starting a fight and huffing out. He finds it a little suspicious that it was like such a grand display.
So Horace, the commander.
Yes, the commander.
Okay, that
Her
is.
husband.
So the 2 main suspects are Horace and Norm. It's
Correct.
only one of them.
So wait, she was last seen with Norm
No.
at the arena. No, sorry.
No, she was there with her husband.
Okay.
She started she started an argument during the event. She left before he did, and then he left to follow her shortly after. Obviously, he was the last person that was seen with her alive. But what Dave is finding very suspicious of note, the game-changing information he promised you here, is that she was very like suspicious in her, like how exaggerated and like attention-seeking she was, specifically for people to notice that she was in a fight and was huffing away.
Oh, maybe she faked her death.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Where's the body, man?
Mm-hmm.
She's going to run off with her little lover boy.
Unfortunately, the body has been identified as her and was laid to rest yesterday. The body was identified by her mother.
Wait, she was what by her mother?
The body was identified by her mother.
I want an autopsy report.
Right?
Watch it be like a changeling.
Yeah.
If they
I
bury
made an
that.
autopsy. Where's the justice in this planet?
Well, doesn't have it. If there was justice in this planet, we wouldn't be playing this idiotic game with Dave here.
I thought it would be fun. My bad.
I like it. I may think.
Can we?
No, I'm just playing in character.
Can I cast Speak with Dead?
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking.
You could, but you would need to exhume the body.
Let's do it.
I got a shovel.
Oh gosh.
You can attempt this. However, you will more than likely be met with a great deal of resistance. Might I suggest pursuing the other leads that you have first?
It's just so
God is offering suggestions.
Now you can try to do that because talking with the victim would more than likely give you the answers you seek. But if you fail to do so, if you get caught doing it,
yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah, you guys are not going to be welcome to ask further questions.
Maybe we could try to find her mom, who identified her, and our cleric could be like, would you like to have some final words in parting with your deceased in this time of morning?
So
I say we go to the tavern.
It is 2 o'clock. However, her mother is at her house, dealing with what you deal with when somebody dies, taking care of all the stuff or whatever.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. Her mother is at the deceased house?
Yes.
Oh, perhaps we should go and talk to her and help her.
And ask if there's an autopsy report.
Yes.
So what will it be? The tavern or Sylvie's house?
Why not both?
Either works.
Yeah, should we do both?
Yeah, we
might be
probably
easier
go.
to do the house.
I mean, which one first?
Do the house.
Yeah, the tavern's probably going to be open and stuff.
The
for
house,
a while,
the house. You want to get there as soon as possible so that we do not have stuff being moved, disturbed, things like that. Gives us time to build some rapport and then then finish off maybe at the other house.
It's been a few days since the murder happened, and somebody is actively cleaning the house, but
which is all the more reason to get there now.
I guess we should.
But you head
go there first.
You head to her house.
Actually, I'm a changeling. Maybe I could actually come in as like the deceased.
You could try it.
That sounds very chaotically aligned. Go for it.
Sylvia lived in a small one-bedroom cottage near the center of the city. Her house was turned upside down and bloodied the day of her murder. Civil definitely put up a good fight, and as far as anyone can tell, nothing has been taken aside from the furniture and stuff that's been like smashed. Her mother, Bernadette, has worked most of the blood out of the floor and carpets, but there are still a few areas that were heavily saturated. When you arrive, you notice on the outside it is a small but nice cottage. Her garden there has many planters with blue roses, and there are various other blue flowers, growing wild in the yard. It looks like she had been somewhat recently doing yard work. But yes, the star attraction in the garden there are these blue roses, which, to anyone in the know's knowledge, blue roses are fairly rare. Anyway, so her mother, Madame Bernadette, is a spry human in her mid-70s with wispy white hair. Her fingers are heavily smoke-stained, and her pipe has many recent chew marks on its mouthpiece. As you walk in, it appears that she is taking a break from cleaning, sitting on one of the dining room chairs and enjoying her pipe.
What has she been smoking is the real question.
Tobacco, you would guess. It smells like tobacco. When you guys walk in, she shoots you all a very angry stare. She shoots you all a very angry stare before softening her facial features a bit and gathering herself to politely ask what you are doing in her daughter's house, which she is far too slow in asking, as like Lynx and everybody just jet right in, kick down the door, and come dashing in.
Madame Bernadette,
Hello.
we're so sorry for your loss. We've come here to investigate, to hopefully bring justice to your daughter. We were wondering if you happen to have an autopsy report. We're here to help.
An autopsy report? I don't know what that is or why you need any further evidence. It was obviously Norm that did this to my daughter.
How do you feel about Norm?
How do I feel about the man who murdered my daughter? I don't like him very much.
I think maybe another question is, why do you think it's Norm? Do you have evidence?
She has paper in her hand, and as she's waving, and she says, "I know that my daughter said that she had some business to attend to with Norm last lay evening, Sunday essentially, and that they were set to meet again." She turns the paper over, and it is a receipt, a slip of permission or whatnot to access a room number 6 at the Humbuddy Tavern and Inn.
Well, I suppose we know our next destination.
It is dated for this very evening.
Well, that's rather interesting.
We need to.
She also informs you that she doesn't really like Norm because nobody really knows what he does for work, and yet somehow like has enough money to be coming into town and buying things all the time. And
man after my own heart.
She's also recently seen him with 2 shady characters not too long ago. Yes.
Did we
Can I ask her to allow... Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Did we learn from Dave exactly what time he saw Silvio, bursting out of the house? If we can align the times, that could help us figure out who she actually was last with.
Malia said late Sunday, right?
The Battle of the Barbarians. That was the 3 days ago, last lay. So it was, in fact, the same night that she said that she had business to attend to.
Okay, so the same night as her meeting Norm.
Yes.
Okay, and then she died that same night?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know which one came first? Her storming out or the business?
Her business was not like a specific time or anything. This is just, you know, her mother knows that her daughter had, you know, she had confided in her that she had some business to attend to, but she did not like say specifically when or what, just that she was seeing him Sunday evening. And sorry, go ahead.
She was murdered in her own house. So if she left Horace's place and then came back to her house, it might not be him, unless there's a witness who saw Horace leaving his own house.
The last that you guys have heard, at least from Dave, is that she was headed to her house and that Horace followed her.
Oh, okay.
But Bernadette is has known Horace. He's been part of the family for a very long time. There's no way that he would do something like this to the woman that he loved. It was certainly Norm. Probably she almost certainly had the business that she was attending to was to set the record straight and stop him from bothering her any further, which...
That's what she thinks?
Yes.
So
it must have
she doesn't have any evidence.
Well, no. Nobody does.
I mean, like, she doesn't really have, like, any conversation she had about this or anything.
I mean, this is what she knows from information that her daughter had confided in her, and what she knows of both Norm and Horace. As it turns out...
So she was going to dump him? She was going to dump Norm?
Well, you get the sense that this might be a little bit of, you know, mother's bias here, but in Bernadette's opinion, Norm was the one who was, you know, bothering her, trying to reinitiate a relationship of some sort, like they had many years ago. She tells you that, you know, in the three of them's youth, they were all friends. They were all growing up together, young and you know, full of hope. Norm and Horace were something of like friendly rivals in the academy. And you know, after their heroics, when they gained higher status and, you know, positions in the watch, Cilial, she doesn't really get into why, other than like she, you know, obviously Horace is this, you know, extols the virtues of why he thinks he was a nice young man or whatever, chose to break off whatever sort of relationship she had with Norm back then and marry Horace. Now granted, that was later in life, so up until her probably mid-30s or so, she was still kind of doing her own thing with the two of them before breaking it off with Norm, and that's why Bernadette is so certain that, you know, her putting an end to any sort of thoughts that he may have had about them getting back together threw him into a rage, which caused him to kill her.
I wonder if her husband was cheating. I wonder if that's why she like made such a scene of things.
Horace would never cheat.
Roll typically, it's the most dangerous time for a woman to leave or end a relationship. So
that's true.
That's
very true.
Kind of makes.
We still haven't even found this Norm guy yet.
Yeah.
Could I roll the?
So Bernadette says you can usually find him at the tavern, drinking himself into a stupor, and she flashes the receipt again. Also, there's this. I imagine that he will be there this evening.
We should try to talk to Norm as a friend, not tell him it's an investigation.
Yeah.
Just pretend to be like,
Yeah.
buddies from out of town and just talk about some stuff.
We're coming in. We came in for the funeral, obviously.
Yeah. No, just be like out of town. Just start talking. Just try to chat him up, get him drunk, and maybe he'll tell us.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I don't like him at all. He's an evil man, but I will say that he is. He does have a sharp mind, and I don't think that deception would be your best approach when dealing with him.
Okay.
Oh,
think
that's
it's
unfortunate.
the best approach then.
Well, thank you for the heads up.
Yeah.
That's
The best
We have sharp
approach.
minds too.
The best approach would be to have the guards, lock him away for the murder of my daughter.
Okay, I feel like this is just biased now. I think that we should. I still like the idea of approaching as
While
buddies, but
everyone else is talking to the mom, can I try to pick this lock?
Sure. Dexterity. Thieves' tools, dexterity.
Get her nice and distracted.
that's what we do. We're a team.
Yep. Teamwork makes dream work.
Easily done.
I wouldn't mind.
I slip away.
I wouldn't mind kind of just like looking around, like investigating things a little more closely.
So like I said,
Kind of
other than a smashed table, a smashed coffee or end table, and some scuff marks on the floor, it really roll investigation.
Yeah, I'd like to specifically look to see if there's any like notes that may have been left. I didn't do so great.
All right, Korok, you've seen this kind of nonsense before. Actually, it's part of what led you to some suspicions about some stuff in your own past. This place is suspiciously well rifled through. You were fairly certain that this, it's too perfect, right? The scratch marks, the blood stains, the broken window, especially with glass on both sides instead of just one. The way that the drawers are open and the books are thrown, but nothing is taken. And
the setup.
An affair, isn't it?
The setup.
And Lynx, her
Didn't do so well.
bedroom seems to be relatively undisturbed. I mean, the bed is made, her clothes are neatly hung up in her dresser. There aren't any notes or journals or anything in the nightstand.
All right, I'm going back out here so as to not look suspicious, but I'll also try to keep her distracted if anyone else wants to.
I'll keep her distracted. I'm just gonna keep on going on about like how tragic it is and how sad this all is and how awful a man Norm must be.
Is it just Gamma, is there some darkness that's sort of, I don't know, is this my screen or is there just some darkness that's there on the...
It's dirt.
Okay.
I mean, she's been working in this garden, so there's dirt dirtying up the grass here.
Maybe check out the garden.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Well, while we have her distracted.
Yeah, I'll stay in here to keep her distracted. I wasn't able to find anything in the room.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can do that.
Excellent. Yes,
bullshitting
you are
is my
very good
specialty.
at being the face.
I'm bullshitting is my specialty.
Are there any do I see like you said there's all these blue flowers?
Yes.
blue roses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm proficient like with the herbalism kit, and I wonder, does that allow me to like identify anything, or get any kind of advantage on like checks to like figure out some?
They're blue roses. They're a rare strain of rose, but they're not anything like particularly useful
what about the
for
other
brewing. The other ones are just wildflowers. Obviously,
gotcha.
she liked blue flowers. If you had to guess, and you can guess this with a fair amount of certainty with the skills that you have, the flowers over in the corner there were her, pulling seeds that were not the right type of seed and just kind of tossing them in the corner. And the rose seeds are the ones that ended up being planted.
Okay.
And it's not like there's not like a fucking Home Depot where you can buy a bag of seeds that are definitely the ones that you want. So she
What?
But we go to the tavern and talk to Norm, like Shalene.
And also search that room.
Very
Yeah, I'd leave someone else to give it a better look-see.
But yeah, I think we should just talk to Norm. Pretend to be like a good buddy of his or something. Or if not a good buddy, at least just like try to chat him up.
Yeah.
To approach with the whole, so I heard that her husband was cheating or something.
Yeah, just say something. Get him real drunk. Maybe cast a spell on him.
We are headed to the Hum Buddy then.
I think so.
Hey,
wait,
wait a
can
minute.
I give her a comforting hug in sorrow for her daughter, and also do a sleight of hands to see if she got anything on her?
Give me a deception and then a sleight of hand.
All right.
Can I would like to do
Oh Lord. I'm probably blocked at the get-go.
She is very much in the anger stage of grief and pushes you away before you even have a chance.
I back away, seeing.
What were you saying, Andrea?
You know how I haven't used this before, but the Fortune's Flower, which is also blue, by the way. So I just thought that was kind of funny. I was thinking about, like pulling one of those to see if I can do the augury spell.
Yeah.
Just so that I could see, because the augury spell, it's just that the DM chooses from the possible omens, but I would like to do that. Do I just click on it and just for that particular one, just use it?
No, hang on.
Okay.
Trying to find.
I can tell everybody about it or share this just so you all can see like what I'm gonna hit info, so it's gonna show up there.
Okay, sorry, I had to get the table to roll on. Okay. So, you may do your thing.
Okay, let me. It was right here. Oh, here it is. So click.
Yes, expend one of those charges, and here we go. You pull off a petal, but it doesn't come off. Just kidding, it does, and nothing happens. Oh, sorry, it didn't display that to chat. There it goes.
Okay. Well, I tried.
You got 4 more petals on it.
Hell yeah. Oh wait. Am I only allowed to pull off one per day or anything? I can't.
No. I mean, in actuality, these flowers are supposed to wither and die within 24 hours of receiving them, but yeah,
I'll pick another one. Yeah, I'll pick another one.
Okay.
Why not? Just
You can almost hear the screams of a million whoos crying out at once. Unfortunately, nothing hasn't. Whoos, as in the Horton hears.
Oh wow, okay.
3 petals remain.
Okay. You must. Did you like draw it for me or something?
Yes.
Then okay, I got you. Okay, because I had hit it. Okay, I got you. Well, you can almost hear the screams of a million who crying out at once. Wow, that's
sad.
All right,
that's
so
something.
to the tavern.
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's chat up Norm here. I say we just go in and just try to act like we're not part of any investigation. Just try to get him to say something.
Yeah, I agree. Like, just chat casually with him.
Yeah.
All right, here, I'm gonna pause it so you guys don't start running all over the place while I'm describing things.
Just zip it in.
The Humbody is a small tavern inn with roughly, let's see, 8 small rooms for rent. Only a few of the rooms are rented at present. Probably some folks who are in town for the Battle of the Barbarians. The bar is somewhat crowded but homey. There are a few rows of tables and of course the bar itself. In one corner there is a comfortable looking couch that appears to have a number of cards and dice strewn across it. In front of the fireplace there is a currently unused pool table. Out front you notice there was a small fire pit with some tree stumps used for smaller gatherings, although it is presently unlit and untended to, having just opened up. Behind the bar, a large half-orc woman gives you a smile and a nod as you enter.
All right.
Just
I'm gonna
near
go
the
straight.
just near the door. Oh, there you are. Yes. Okay. There you go. You are unpaused now.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna find this dude.
He's right here. No, yeah, he's right here. I just sat down next to him and I say, "Hello."
He gives you. I already showed you his picture and description, so I'm not gonna do that again. He gives you a sad but warm smile, hardly looking up from the drink that he seems to have been nursing for quite some time.
Where is he?
Maybe I say.
He's right here.
Oh, I see.
Maybe I say something like, "It's a really difficult time right now for everyone. How are you holding up?"
Let's see. Boy, that is just a paragraph that I did not break up by pressing enter even once. He is functional enough to be able to talk and answer questions, but this man is in the depths of, like, despair. It seems like he is doing all he can to just hold himself together.
While the more social people are talking to this guy, is there any way I can try to get to room 6?
So you could try, but if you approach the door there, you are going to be loudly shouted out by the bartender Bonneville.
I would rather not erase suspicions. Maybe.
Yeah, when you approach the door, she clears her throat and slams conspicuously a large mug that she then pretends to clean while staring at you. She calls over, "Is there anything I can get for you?"
I just kind of, like, back away and then don't really say anything, like, I wasn't doing anything kind of gesture.
She, as soon as you're backing away, she adopts a much friendlier smile and she says, "If you're looking for a room, I can rent you one."
I just tell her I was looking at the place while my friends are. I don't actually talk.
I might just say I overhear, and I'm just like, we are actually looking for a place tonight.
Yeah, I gesture to my friends who, and then they say that. So.
Yeah, we are looking for a place tonight. So, what's the price on? What's the price for a double, single?
We've only got one. We've got one single and one double available right now. Single for a single night is 5 GP. A double for a single night is 10.
All right, sounds good. I'll talk to my compatriots here and just sort of see. Thank you for the information.
Can I buy a drink for Norm?
He smiles and says that that's very kind of you, but I don't think that I could finish the one that I have.
Well, allow us to at least get you some food.
He sort of like, I mean, you see him sort of mentally collect himself a bit and says, "I'm sorry, I have been terribly rude, but I'm sure you can understand that I'm very out of sorts. How can I help you?"
We're just traveling. We're just traveling through. We heard about the bad news. We just thought we might come in and learn some more.
Are you doing this in any sort of official capacity, or is this?
Oh, absolutely not. We don't do official. That's terribly boring.
Especially not when the official is one of our prime suspects.
Well,
we're terribly boring. You see, we're just curious, truthfully. And of course, you seem like a friendly fellow.
In that case, I don't feel particularly comfortable discussing the facts in an ongoing investigation.
Oh, that's a terrible shame. We thought we might be able to be of some help to you.
I'm afraid it's not me that needs help.
Do tell us some more. It might bring a fresh perspective to you and to the poor townsfolk here.
I'm not sure that I can tell you anything that you don't already know or suspect.
Alright, can I try to roll for persuasion?
Sure. I mean, so he's gonna spill what he knows anyway, but you can if you want.
Okay, cool, go for it.
What he spilled.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously believes Horace killed her, because she was finally going to leave him, she was finally going to leave her husband to be with him, and, Horace obviously found out and then murdered her. He says, if you want, I can show you the letter that she sent me.
Yeah, I'd like to see the letter.
Actually.
Also, I would like to ask, when was the last time you saw her?
Let's see.
Could I also ask if he wants to talk someplace more private and get one of those rooms for us?
Well, so
it might get us suspicious.
He doesn't have the letter on him, but he's more than willing to take you guys back to his house and show it to you or anything else that you would have questions about.
Yeah,
okay.
That's very generous.
I'm very curious about room 6, though.
So yeah, he gives you directions to his house and says, join me there whenever you feel ready to, and yeah, so join me there whenever you feel ready to. I'll head there shortly.
Okay. So this is
maybe we can chat to the bartender to get to room 6.
Yeah.
Said it's $10, right? Because I will just pay $10 right now. So I'm gonna rent a room and fucking quietly look for a room 6.
I have a better idea. I say that we don't even pay money.
So this is me talking among the crew, but Norm seems a lot more remorseful than Horace did. It's kind of suspicious of Horace. Like, Norm seems kind of meek and doesn't match the description that the mom was conveying.
I think it's neither of them, to tell you the truth.
Like who benefits? Who benefits from her death? Like, what's the motive?
Yeah, she could get out of this clusterfuck situation. I mean, and then, you know, fake death right off to the stars, but...
Okay, so I'm in a little bit of an awkward position right now.
Or the mother killed her.
We should probably stop right here before we get any further, because we are not quite at a point that we can finish up in 30 minutes, and I wanted to give you guys time to level, which is what you would have done at the end of this. So I'm going to say let's do your level ups right now, and then we can finish this investigation up next time, which we will schedule shortly.